Hello again. So I'm back in the office. Not sure if I'm going to keep doing it when I get here in the morning or if I'm going to flip flop back and forth between home and here. Not sure. Haven't decided yet. But I have a delightful topic today. Um, yeah. So we're going to talk about science, but we're going to specifically talk about weird science. And when I say weird, I really mean disgusting. So if you do not enjoy all the squishy, bloody, grossy, disgusting aspects of science, you should probably stop watching this video right now. If nothing gets you more excited than the thought of any of those things, watch on. So I have some really cool books. Most of them are surveys. They're just kind of all about different kinds of sciences and fact books. So I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time talking about them. Um, but there are a couple that I'll spend a little bit more time on. So the first one I have is part of a series called My Weird School. Okay, Fast Facts. So this is a companion to the My Weird School, like Miss Lucy is loopy, like that sort of thing. But this is the factual companion, and we have a lot of them. We have this. I think we have the sports one. We have the geography one. There's explorers, presidents, and toilets, which is social studies, and then we have this one, which is space. Okay, that's cool. Humans, nah. And farts. I mean, come on. Who does not want to read about farts? If you want to read it, you should totally request it by 11 today if you're cohort Z, and sometime in the next 2 weeks if you're cohort A. Right? Then we have another series called Horrible Science. Okay? And this is the human body installment. Blood, bones, and body bits. And in case you can't see the thing on the front, it says 2 eyeballs and a stomach. Anything else, Dr. Frankenstein? So if you don't know about Dr. Frankenstein, it's from a book called Frankenstein, in which Dr. Frankenstein, the main character, creates a human from dead body parts. Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? Okay. So this is all about the human body and how it works, So where does your food go? What happens when a boil bursts? Why dead people need a haircut? And which animals live on your eyelashes? Yes, you have animals living on your eyelashes. Stuff you never thought you wanted to know. And stuff that some of you really don't want to know. Oh well. You were warned. You were warned. All right. So then I have another really cool book. Again, this is all about just all kinds of science. But this covers black holes, belly button lint, dinosaurs, tsunamis, computers, and robots. But also the most important question in the world: why is snot green? And other extremely important questions and answers. Sorry. So, not only the questions, but also the answers. And then you can go torture all of your friends who stopped watching this video with all of the fun facts that you learned. Okay, so those are 3 survey books, and you can find these 2 actually. This one is in the 612s because it's the human body, but these ones are both 500s if you look at the call number. And the 500, that's like general science, like just all science all the time. We also have a really thick book that I didn't pull because it's definitely informative, but it's not nearly as fun to talk about as these ones. That's called the Everything Science book, which is like that big. So if you're looking for just general science stuff, you want to be in the 500s. Everything else is like specific science, like 567 is dinosaurs, and 580 is birds, and that sort of thing. All right, so I'm going to save that one for last because it's so fun and then I can sneak in another one, just for kicks and giggles. So this one's really cool. It's not long, but it is fascinating, and it certainly would give you some areas to further investigate. So this is just kind of a survey on how different animals adapt. And the point that they make in the beginning is that if all creatures on Earth, including humans, if we all ate and acted and lived and died the exact same way, none of us would survive. Like, we all need different adaptations. That goes back to like the food chain and the food web, however you choose to use that. But also adaptations that animals have. So some are predators, some are prey, some are symbiotic. They have, that kind of relationship with another animal. Some have defenses and protections, and some have things that make them extremely deadly. So all these are different. But first of all, you get to read about exploding ants, which at this point I'm glad I am not an ant. Secondly, you get to read about cool snakes eating frogs, or lizards, whatever. A lizard. Sorry, it is a lizard. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff in here, which is very fascinating and just all makes me very happy that I am not any of these creatures. All right. And then the last one. So this is a super cool book in a lot of different ways. First of all, it's an autographed copy, which is always fun because there's a little note from the author in there. Secondly, it's George Washington with a fly on his nose. That's just funny. And this book is all about how insects, that's science, have changed the world. Specifically, most of this book is talking about how insects like transmit disease, but there's also like how insects contribute to famine, and that sort of thing. So there's a few different ways that that insects have changed the course of human history. But it's also very hilarious, and I really like this author. She's not only funny, but she does very good research, and there's a whole slew in the back of, if you look, so there's the index, it's very large, but then there's also sources. Yeah. So here's all the resources that she used, and here's like for more reading, and the bibliography section is really, really well done. But for this, so I'm going to end the video with just reading the disclaimer that appears just a little bit ways into the book. And if you don't want to read it, then you're definitely watching the wrong video. Okay. Don't say I didn't warn you. Where have we heard that before? This book is full of death, disease, and disgusting details about some of the most horrible events in human history. You may quickly grow numb to the disaster statistics. You'll read about bugs that can suck most of the blood out of your body, bugs that eat dead people, swarming crop-crunching bugs that can darken the sky for days, and bugs that transmit diseases that make you blow up like a balloon, turn bright yellow, or cause worms to crawl through your body and then bore their way out slowly and painfully out of your arm or leg. Excuse me. If you don't want to be grossed out, or you are easily scared, you should probably stop reading now and go check out a nice book about butterflies or something. If you do decide to continue reading, keep in mind that the grossest information appears under the headings TMI, too much information. So if you're the squeamish sort, you can skip those. So that is both your disclaimer and your challenge to not want to request this book. And if you like her, she's got a couple other books. Her most recent one that we have is called Poison. So it's all about, poisonings, accidental or otherwise, through history. But her first book, her most amazing book that if you haven't read yet, you totally need to read, is called poop happened. Enough said. All right. So that's it for me. I will see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, I dare you not to check out one of these books. Bye.